have anything to say. I don't get out of my face, bitch.
Did you
I don't have nothing to say.
Did you know Lawrence
I
Cannon?
don't have nothing to say. Get out of my face.
How did you make an $800
Get out of my face. I need something to do, baby. Get you some shoes that look good.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. Where about your uniform you got on?
Okay.
Yeah, she has no comment. At this point, she has no comment on advice of counsel. I'm not going to allow her to make any kind of statement.
Did you forge those documents?
Did your mother forge them? Did your mom forge them?
Where did that
Maybe your
organs
mom
come from?
forged them. Come on out of the way, baby.
Where
Get out of the
did
way.
the organs
Get out of
come
the
from?
way. They were for you to eat for lunch. Stupid bitch. They were for you to eat.
Y'all, what the hell was that? What the hell did I just watch? I have so many questions, but in case you're wondering what this is a man who uses the pronouns she and her. I'm just going to put it that way. Who is being accused of stealing more than $2.2 million from a deceased resident out of Houston. And the way he did it, according to the news article I read, is he's allegedly created forged documentation, acting like he was supposed to be like an heir to that person's estate. And the biggest red flag of them all was the bond. He made bail, y'all, and at $800,000 bond, $800,000, which means you pay 10% up front, which means he had to pay $80,000. Who the hell has $80,000 cash lying around? Answer that question. And I'm just like, he the funeral home operator, but you stealing from the people who are no longer here, stealing from the dead. That's a damn shame. You know, ain't nothing worse, and I mean absolutely nothing worse than already stealing from your own people, but stealing from the people who are no longer here on this earth. You're a terrible person. Because I'm just like, I swear Houston's turning into the new Atlanta. The scammers and schemers everywhere. It don't surprise me. I'm gonna be honest. It does not surprise me. I found out this man owns a funeral home in 3rd Ward, Houston, the hood. And he's literally been over here defrauding the system, acting like he got all this money and he probably broker than a joke and don't have no money, and stealing from people who are not here. How dare you steal from the people who are no longer living? Like, I don't understand. I don't get it. You know, and then did y'all see what he was wearing? Long fingernails, gold grill in the mouth, just ghetto. Ugh, disgusting. He's also facing 5 felony charges, by the way. Pure ignorance. It's pure ignorance. That's all I can say. When I see stories like this, it makes me think twice about how grateful I am to have my freedom and a clean record. Clean record. Nothing on my record. I'll be damned to even be inside of a jail cell. I don't understand how people are so comfortable going to jail. I answer that riddle. Why are people comfortable going to jail and having felony charges and misdemeanor charges and all these other charges? Answer that question. I need somebody to answer that. Why do people feel like it's okay to mess up their record, mess up their reputation for future employment, by the way, and go to jail and catch charges? I never understood the logic. Where's the logic behind the madness? I don't get it. Like, someone explain that to me. And here's my other thing. I'm so grateful I've never been a victim of this, but I have came across some slight identity theft in the past. When I made like online purchases from like Amazon, Wayfair, someone tried to rack up like, I want to say $500 on my credit card, but then my bank caught it and reimbursed me right away. They didn't allow them to take my money. But something like this, $2.2 million, I'll be damned. What? You are really playing with your freedom at this point. You really don't care about your freedom. That's the thing I'd be trying to preach to people. You got to start making better choices, because if you don't make better choices now, you'll end up going to jail like this guy and ruining your life. It's like, what do you say to this? I have no words for this. What do you say to this? There's a thin line between doing the right thing and losing your freedom at the same time. It's a very thin line. All you have to do, people, is do the right thing. Do the right thing. Ask and you shall receive, like the good old Bible says. But no, you want to commit crime and you want to violate one of the 10 commandments. Thou shalt not steal. And yes, I know all 10. Don't even get me started. I've been in Bible school. Yes, I was raised in the South. That's one thing I'm very, very grateful of my parents, is for them instilling the fact that we have to do the right thing at all times and stay out of trouble. I'm very grateful that I have very caring parents, because I could just tell this guy most likely probably didn't have caring parents, probably came from a broken home. And if he did have caring parents, he just didn't give a damn when he got older. One of the two. When I see a lot of stories like this, it makes me wonder, what's the upbringing like? Who encouraged you to do stuff like this? Who told you it was okay to steal from the less fortunate, or the people who are very wealthy and no longer here, like this guy did? I don't know who the lady was that he stole from, that he's accused of stealing from, but apparently she was very wealthy. She was a 70-some-year-old lady, had a huge estate in Houston, which means she had millions of dollars. Anybody that hears the word estate, yes, you have money. So I'm assuming it was probably a rich white lady he stole from. He probably thought nobody would ever catch him. Didn't think nothing of it. Here's the thing that people don't realize. When you file legalized documents with the court system and you forge them, you will get caught quickly. Anything that is documented and recorded in the court system, you are bound to be caught. Some people may get away with it for a little bit, but it's still eventually going to come back and haunt you and bite you in the ass. And there's your karma. All I can do is shake my head at this, because I'm just like, you had a good job. Why couldn't you just be humble with what you got, instead of being greedy and stealing from the ones who are no longer here? Why? And that's another thing I don't understand about some of these people out here. The people who already got success in a little business, but they still want to be greedy and still take from the cookie jar, it's very upsetting. It's just despicable. It's very disrespectful, because I'm just like, you already had a funeral home that you were operating out of Houston, one of the most prominent cities in Texas that makes a lot of money. But yet you still decided to be greedy. and become a thief, allegedly, and steal millions of dollars from someone who was no longer here to defend themselves. It's bad enough when you steal from the living, but when you steal from the dead, I have a problem with that, because now you're just a terrible person in general. You just don't care. That's very, very terrible. Fatigue. One word, fatigue. I am sick and tired of the fatigue. We got to stop this mess, y'all. We got to stop it. We got to draw the line. Fatigue. This is clearly what this is. But y'all let me know y'all's thoughts in the comments below. Because in my opinion, I clearly tell this man is guilty. But do y'all think he's guilty? Or do y'all think he's innocent?